Daily Egyptian is a student-run newspaper at Southern Illinois University, Carbondale.
We have been in print since 1916.
Have a circulation of about 20,000 every day.
This is kind of for journalism majors the place to be to gain that experience.
The Daily Egyptian is a student-run newspaper that services the Carbondale area.
Students practically run the entire operation. Eric Fiddler is our faculty advisor. He'll give us criticisms, things that we do good, and tries to help us make the paper the best it can be. Pretty much from the blank page until the finished product, it's almost exclusively students.
It is a real newspaper, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. We make our own money by selling ads. We do our own stories. We're not owned by the college. We're our own newspaper, and so everything we do is for real.
Students are what define the story here. The reporters are students, the people who do the design, the editor-in-chief is a student, we're all students.
The Daily Egyptian has stories from all around campus and all around the city. We have beat reporters that cover sports, city, campus, and it's their job to gather news from those areas. So the DE has a pretty well-rounded base of news stories from all around Carbondale.
A typical day, I would say there's no typical day here at the Daily Egyptian because it's news, but reporters are in here making phone calls, walking their beats, trying to develop their stories. Photographers are out taking pictures, people are in and out of the office. Mondays we have a staff meeting. There's a few meetings throughout the week, writers' meetings, that switch up the schedule a little bit, but primarily people are at their desks working on their stories, and then in the evening we're starting to compile the content for print for that night.
I think the Daily Egyptian provides fantastic hands-on experience because everything we do here in the newsroom translates to what you're going to do in your real-world job. From writing the story to editing the story, even laying the story out on the page, all the factors are here.
I transferred to the Daily Egyptian from a smaller community college newspaper, and the difference is astounding. I was used to publishing a paper that came out every 2 weeks, and now I'm working on one that comes out every day.
You could say working for this newspaper will help you work for a real newspaper, but the fact of the matter is we are a real newspaper, and we get all our own money through advertisements, and so we run this place just like a real newspaper. I'm a web presentation editor here at the Daily Egyptian. I'm responsible for updating the website at night and facilitating content during the day, having reporters do web updates to stories that they're working on so that there's content going up during the day.
As a photo editor, I assign the assignments to the photographers for them to go shoot, and then I am at the desk in the evening helping the photographers pick their images that will run in the paper, going over cut lines, helping them to develop stories for multimedia.
I'm the copy chief at the Daily Egyptian. Once the stories are written, they're sent to the editor-in-chief, and then they come to me, and I proofread them and look at all the style parts of the story, make sure the stories come out clean in the paper the next day.
This is a learning experience. It's for students. You're going to make mistakes, but to be a good writer here and to stick it out, you have to want to overcome those mistakes and want to pick yourself up and keep learning and keep improving.
Where else can you say that every time you do something, do a graphic or write a story, you're gonna see it the next day published and that thousands of people are gonna read or are gonna see what you do. I think the hands-on experience is just amazing. They give you a chance to do as much as you can, and it's pretty much a matter of how much you can give from yourself to this job.